Everybody, we're going to use Kami today to do our daily lesson on a PDF file. This is for Thursday's assignment. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a polygon on the plane. So basically what we're going to do today, our central question is, how do we use a coordinate plane to find the area, perimeter, and volume of shapes? So feel free to go ahead and write that on your packet somehow, or write it in your notebook so you know what we're working on within this lesson. While you're doing that, you can also go ahead and do the warm-up. Draw a rectangle that is not a square. Draw a rhombus that is also a rectangle. Draw a trapezoid that is not a parallelogram. So that is pretty much it right there. Go ahead and pause while you work on this, and then we'll come back and do the answers together. Okay, we'll go ahead and go over these questions together. Draw a rectangle that's not a square. I'm going to go to my shapes here, pull out a rectangle, and that is pretty much it, right? Just a regular old rectangle. Let's see if I can move this guy right there. All right. Now it's asking to draw a rhombus that is also a rectangle. So what do I know about rhombus? Rhombus are opposite sides are equal. Does not have to be 90 degrees, but the rectangle says it has to be 90 degrees. So in order for us to accomplish that, we really have to write or have a square. And then we can take that square, oops, it doesn't let us rotate it, but if it did, we could just rotate it so it would look more like a rhombus. But really, it's just a square. A rhombus that is also a rectangle is also a square. And then finally, draw a trapezoid. Notice when I'm drawing the trapezoid, I don't have any trapezoid option, so I kind of have to build one here. So it's not going to be perfect, probably, right? Kind of all you guys know what my artistic limitations are. And I could just do something like this. And the big thing here was draw a trapezoid that's not a parallelogram. Well, it's automatically not a parallelogram because the definition of trapezoid has two different sized base and bases. So that's going to create non-parallel lines on the opposite sides. All right. So just going to go to Kami here. We're going to slide down to the getting started component. All right. Your teacher will select students to participate in an activity and provide them with locations to plot on the coordinate plane. For each student, plot and label a point where the student is standing on the coordinate plane. Use a different color for each location. Then record the coordinates of the point where the student is standing in the table. So basically, we have a student that's student A, student B, student C, and student D. Okay. They're going to be standing in different locations. All right. And we're going to go ahead and record those in there using text boxes and dots. So for location 1, okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to use the drawing function. All right. The first color I'm going to use is yellow. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw a dot right here at 4, 2. I draw negative 2, 2. Okay. I'm going to do one at -4, -2. And I'm going to do one right over here at 4, -4. So I've got student A. Student A is going to be at 4, 2. Student B is going to be at -2, 2. Move this guy up a little bit here. Student C is going to be right here at -2, -4. Right. And then finally, student D is going to be right here at 4, -4. And I just picked these 4 spots here. I actually picked them for a reason. Right. All right. Now, if I look here and I draw shapes, or I draw lines to connect my dots, what shape have I made? Well, I have this side of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When all my sides are the same and I have 90-degree angles, what shape did I make? And question 2 asks, what shape did you make for location 1? How can you prove that the shape is the same? Well, for this one, we know that if it is a square because all side lengths are equal and we have 90-degree angles in the corners. Okay. Right. All right. So now I'm going to fill in locations for 2 and 3. Okay. Oops. For 2 and 3. And you're going to tell me what shape they are and how you knew that. So I'll go ahead and fill that in. And then you can figure out the shapes and check your answers on compared to mine. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in the table. The green object has points of 5 and 5, -5 and 5, -5 and 1, and then 5 and 1. So for question 3, you're going to go ahead and tell me what shape that makes and how you know it. The red shape is for location 3, 4 and -2, -6 and -2, -4 and -5, 2 and 5, -5 are the different points there. So you're going to go ahead and write in there and then write in why you know that shape, or it is that shape. So go ahead, pause the video, and when you're done, come back and compare your answers to mine. Okay, hopefully you got that done. Let's take a look here, what we're looking at. Okay. For location 2, this is a rectangle. I know this because opposite sides are equal length and all four corners are right angles. Fix that up there. There we go. Okay. And moving on. Now it's asking us to look at location 3. What shape is that? Well, I know that's a trapezoid. I know this because it has 4 sides. Only 2 opposite sides are equal length. Okay. So that's it for the getting started. Basically, what we're going to be doing in this lesson is kind of drawing shapes and then using the points on a coordinate plane to help us plot out the different points. So if you have any questions on this, make sure you ask me at the Zoom or bring them to office hours. The next video will be the second activity in the lesson.